get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off each...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. Here we go. Here we go, kill!
On first down, Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Ready.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
All day, dog.
Breeze now. Caught on the left side by Ginn. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now, this is just the 5th all-time meeting between the Texans and Saints here taking place in Week 1. And they had split the previous 4 meetings. Of course, the Texans entering the league in 2002. But you would think that these two teams would have met more because... And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Running with Kamara. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Kill. Hey, wahoo!
Now this time Breeze will throw. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, here's Kamara. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still fourth down upcoming. On fourth down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 44, Watson forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Johnson running right. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
5-9. 5.
Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Here comes Carter. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Johnson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
Focus, set, 19.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll begin with much more advantageous starting field position than they did on their last drive as they come up here 1st and 10. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go, Jackrabbit, come on, be dribble, be dribble.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Ready, yellow waiting, yellow waiting. Check, 41.
Tighten up.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
5-8, 5-8.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Strong right. Strong right.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
11.
Tackles.
Hey, Charlie.
55, Mark, guys, 55. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Shut up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. This is caught by Gill. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Hey, I-7.
Breeze going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
3 down, he's coming.
Under 10.
On second down, Johnson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hey, watch it. Check. Check out route.
On third and short, Smallwood. A gain of 8 and a first down.
We got this.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Kill. Hey, check 24. Check 25.
They run again on first down with Smallwood. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line. Line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it's third down.
The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42.
First down, Houston.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
I got you. You got Ocean Man. You got Ocean Man right there. Watch out.
Open the court. Alert.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike.
To throw again on second down. Watson. Buying time to his... Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
Well, it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you've got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch tight. Tight is right.
Hey, Alpha.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Again has it complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready. Hey, exit.
Mike 37. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Sammy.
37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
You got nothing.
Again, it's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Saints on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. He wants it all for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we are at halftime in the first of 2 here on this opening Monday night of 2019. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 24. Check 24.
Throwing again is Watson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Cameron Jordan able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Harris now to return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham. Kamara try the right side. And he's got room. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 9. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Check three.
Here's Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And an alley to run. Big hold of the 30. And avoids the contact by sliding. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Now it's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 41, Mike 41.
Here's Breeze to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Ready?
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Ready? 5-9.
Mike 37. Get the ball.
Check. Kill. Bravo.
37's the Mike. Mike 37. Watch the run.
Now Breeze. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. On the ground, Kamara. And he's got this down to the 35. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They get this again. Jet sweep. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Smith.
Breeze now on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll put it in the hands of their playmaker again. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport. his second sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
To try again after the sack. Watson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Watson now to throw. And he finds Stills complete. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Saints 28-yard line.
In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6.
He's checking. Crash. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. I got it. Hey, check Mike.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for a 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that. And Kamara has it stripped. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
You kill!
And Brees is going to go down in the end zone, a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
Come on, fellas.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Watson, off play action. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Check three, check three, check three. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 1, 2, 4. Watch the end.
Now Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Von Bell, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get up.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there out of Kamara. 66 yards for him on the ground. Might we see our first touchdown of the game. Here's 1st and goal. Back to throw, Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to break that one up, Ken Crawley. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Watson. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, 31. 22's coming. 22's coming.
From the gun, here's Watson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to break that one up, Ken Crawley. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Watson. On the left side, this is Stills. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Share. Tighten up.
Watson on first down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
5-8, 5-8.
Six-man. Check curls, check.
Kill. Easy, opposite.
Hey, seam six.
Breeze is looking to throw. And Cook has it left side. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So this one, a